Okay, you guys, so there are a couple of questions for some teachers on how they can make phone calls and do certain types of things with their phone without actually having to give away their personal private number. And so the solution that some people came up with was Google Voice. Now, doing that, you need to download the app onto your phone, which is very easy to do. And when you open it, it will send you to the app. Now, unfortunately, it does not work with our GISD app, so you can just use one of your personal emails, or you can add an account, create a new one, and use that devoted just for this. So for that reason, I'm going to use my one of my old emails and get that set up. So in doing that, I'm going to use my current number, but you can actually create a fake number. Now, when I say fake, I don't mean necessarily that it's not real, because it really wholeheartedly is going to be a real number. This is more or less going to be like a business line. You can still send and receive messages within the app, and people can still call you. So this is a real number, but it's not your personal one. So you can pick any of these, just picking a random number. And when you start this, you need to link it to your real phone number. So you type in your real phone number here, and you're going to move on. So I'm going to pause real quick to do that. Okay, so now that I have verified all of that information, and I received a text message and I confirmed that it was my number, and I now have this number as my business line. So when I click next, I can make sure that all of that is set up. It shows all of my contacts already associated with this. I can make calls. I can still receive text messages, and I can still receive voicemails. And the cool thing about the voicemails is that it dictates my voicemails for me. Some cool things that I also want to show you in my setup is that I can see which devices and numbers are there. I can choose which email I'm going to use. I can decide if I'm only going to be using Wi-Fi or not. I'm going to actually prefer that my Wi-Fi is going to be the default for this. I can screen my name. So basically what this means is that when parents call, or when anybody calls this number, they have to identify who they are before they're allowed to call, and then that lets me know who they are. The other thing you can do is that you can record phone calls or switch phones if you need to during a call. And then you can turn on this do not disturb at any time, and it sends phone calls directly to voicemail. So that's going to help when you turn off your virtual office hours. I can also come in here and set a voicemail greeting so that parents know that this is your work line, and that they can still message, and that you will respond to them in a timely order and fashion. And there's just some real cool stuff you can do here. So I hope this helps ease the strain of being able to use your phone while not be able to give your personal number.